you live on... Graham. Looking at these two teams, my attention is drawn to the front court matchup.
Oh yeah, this should be a battle on the baseline. Great to watch skilled bigs trade blows and show off what they can do down low.
All right, let's check out San Antonio's starting lineup. Castle is out there with De'Aaron Fox. Then it's Victor Wembanyama, and it's Bassi in at the 4. Here's Champagny. 6 on the shot clock. Three-pointer, Fox. Davis with a rebound.
Well, that's a shot the defense felt like they could live with, and it worked out for them that time.
And De'Aaron Fox picks up the foul. That's his first foul of the game.
First personal foul. First team foul.
Now Irving. Pass to Davis. Clock at 6. Lively passes to Davis. And there's the rejection. And it goes out of bounds. That one off Davis. On offense, here's San Antonio. Here's Castle. Outside Wembanyama. Here's the pick. Lets it go from deep. Connects from downtown.
Yeah, you've got to worry about Wembanyama everywhere. He puts a defense to the test.
Stan, one of the most impressive streaks in sports history. The San Antonio Spurs, one of the smallest markets in the NBA, making 22 consecutive playoffs.
Yeah, and Brian, there's nothing that I respect more than consistent success year after year. I think it's harder than having that one great year. What San Antonio did in those years is incredible.
And they had a great sideline reporter, I hear, too.
Good-looking guy.
Wembanyama, screen on Thompson. Fox against Thompson. Pass to Wembanyama. Fires the 3. Drains the triple. Wembanyama's got 6.
When Wembanyama goes up, he can be so quick. I mean, the rookie looking very assertive.
Irving, the pass to Thompson. And he starts out with a miss in this one.
Well, I'm surprised that didn't fall for him. We know that's a shot he can hit, and there wasn't much resistance either.
Defensively, you have to stay connected to him on the perimeter.
Now here's Lively. It's tipped. And here in the first, approaching 3 minutes played. Wembanyama, no good. Mavericks trail by 4. Outside Irving. Pass to Davis. Deflected. And it's out of bounds. The Mavericks able to retain possession here. Shot from the inbound. And so it's Dallas with it. Outside for Irving. Driving in. Stripped away. Outside Wembanyama. Fires for 3. And Wembanyama missing. And so it's Irving with it. He brings it up for Dallas. trailing by 4. You know, Grant, you talk to scouts about Stephon Castle. They just feel like this guy's a winner.
Well, certainly we saw that at Connecticut. Now, as a freshman, he was a key piece in their title run. He actually turned up his game in the tournament, and that's rare for any freshman.
Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Victor Wembanyama is looking to make the Spurs a contender. He said, "My hunger is bigger than ever to win and compete. I can get so much better, and this is what I'm trying to do every game, every week, and every month. There's no need to be frustrated. I keep my long-term goals in mind."
Passion and patience. Good stuff, Allie. Thank you. And it's a Spurs ball. 9 points in a row. A good run going. And an emphatic jam on the lob.
Woo! I just love that alley-oop slam, B.A.
Defense disorganized. Defense pays. Back come the Spurs in transition. Thompson against Fox. Left side, Wembanyama. 6 to shoot. A chance to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. Marshall passes to Irving. And he makes it on the layup. Irving's got 5 points.
In the interior, Kyrie is money. He has the touch to just drop it in with ease.
5-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. Buries it from 3.
What a way to begin this game. Dominating at both ends of the floor.
Obviously, guys, brilliant coaching, a perfect game plan.
The rebound by Victor Wembanyama.
Probably should have scored there. He usually does.
Pass to Castle. Takes a 3. And San Antonio hits again from deep.
Their ability to space the floor has been the story of this game.
Yeah, we thought this might be the case. You see a few of those go through the net, it becomes contagious.
And so it's San Antonio. And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for San Antonio.
Well, the coaching staff's game plan is very clear. Move the ball on the perimeter and shoot the shots with no hesitation.
Another thing they're doing well early on is passing the ball, spreading it around the floor and feeding guys who are well set up to score.
On the court for San Antonio, Vassell and Johnson are the 2 and the 3. Jeremy Sohan out there with Barnes. And it's Paul in at the point. Washington outside. Pass to Edwards. Vassell with the rebound. San Antonio leading by 14. Puts it up. Oh, good D by Edwards. Stolen by Vassell. From the arc. The Mavericks pull it in. Pass to Gafford. And that one good. Gafford's gotten his first points in this one.
Well, you love the unselfishness. Makes the next pass and enables his team to capitalize on the possession.
Here's Sohan. Outside Barnes. From behind the arc. Nice start for him. Sinking his first shot.
Yeah, great find from Sohan. This is why his guys like playing with him.
It's Dinwiddie with a drive. Here's Edwards. Yes. And a nice assist from Dinwiddie.
Assisted buckets. Every team wants them. They show you're running effective team offense.
Barnes a screen. Here's Vassell. Pass to Sohan. For 3. Gafford with the block. And he's able to get it back. Yep, count it.
So good at keeping his back. Balance through contact. Sohan showing some poise right there.
And he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for 2. And Stan, the league questioning the use of load management. I know you've wondered if it could even hurt conditioning.
There's no question, Brian. Look, since the age of load management has come into the NBA, injuries are up, not down. I think players have been deconditioned And that's even before you get into the need of guys playing together more to gain a rhythm and an on-court chemistry. You know, like actually playing basketball together.
A novel idea. Martin, the pass to Edwards. Dallas, no good that time either.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
To the wing, right side. Martin outside. Back to Washington. Edwards a screen on Johnson. The three from Washington. Nails it from beyond the arc. Washington's gotten himself going here. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Barnes with a screen on Martin. Vassell. And San Antonio hits again from deep.
And both teams running long-range plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a three-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside.
The three from Washington. Another three for Dallas.
Defensive mix-up there. He's the last guy you want to leave open.
Vassell against Martin. Pass to Barnes. Outside Johnson. Shot clock at 6. Fires from deep. And again, it's the Spurs from deep.
Oh, so solid from deep. Johnson wanting to respond.
Stan, when you talk to others about Keldon Johnson, one of the things you hear is that he's a natural leader.
Yeah, Brian, look, the intangibles with him are off the charts. This is a guy that got on the United States national team because of the kind of person and player he is. He leads by example every day.
Mavericks trail by 14. Edwards with it, and Johnson picks him up defensively. Ball against Dinwiddie. Gafford passes to Martin. Barnes with the rebound. The Spurs have gotten 6 of their 12 attempts to go since the end of the first. Outside Johnson. And a miss there on the triple. Dallas has gone 2 of 4 from the perimeter in the second so far. Ooh, he took a hard foul on the shot. So he'll head to the line to shoot a pair. It goes on Chris Paul.
Well, Dinwiddie is just relentless sometimes. He goes right into the defender and still gets it in the air.
And both free throws good for Dinwiddie. 19 seconds left in the first half. Barnes with a screen on Martin. The three. And that's good. Vassell for 3. Vassell's got 9. Pass to Edwards. From outside the arc. It's not going to go for him. So we conclude the first half. San Antonio on top, up by 15. Allie, as always, thank you. We'll be back right after the break for the third quarter here on 2K Sports.
In the center court. And get ready for the fan half-court shot. Okay, they're thinking about the shot.
Just about ready for the second half here. A big comeback is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. Victor Wembanyama really making a difference here.
Can they come up with an answer for him coming out of the half? They have to change something defensively.
Yeah, I'd love to see what they drew up in the locker room, because you're right. He's the problem right now.
Derek Lively is out there with Anthony Davis. Then there's Najee Marshall. Then it's Thompson. And it's Irving in at the point guard position. That's the lineup out there for the Mavericks. A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Hey, Brian, the Mavericks are looking to contend. Coach Jason Kidd said, we're trying to build a championship team, and it's not easy. Dallas has not talked about that for a long time. So to talk about that, it's pretty cool. To be able to build it takes time. We have the personnel. We have the team. Brian, that's confidence.
Yep, and they're in win-now mode, Allie. Thank you. Here's Wembanyama. Uses the glass to finish the layup. 11 points in the game.
All too easy for Wembanyama. He feels like no one can defend him inside.
And it's Irving off the drive. Davis from long range. Basket is good. Nice setup from Irving. Irving's got 3 assists now in this one.
Well, the defense can't lose track of him. He's just too talented offensively.
Three-pointer, Fox. Mavericks with the rebound. Davis has got 4 rebounds now. Irving against Fox. Three-pointer. Rebound by San Antonio.
Just enough of a shot contest to bother him.
From deep. Knocks down the long J. Fox has got 5 now.
And this is what you want to do when you've got a big lead. You must stay aggressive.
Yeah, they're being absolutely relentless, building this lead in every way possible.
Exchanging buckets from downtown. That's been a staple of tonight's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
Fox, the pass to Wembanyama. Clock at 6. Launches it. Lively grabs a miss.
Ooh, that's a tough break. After poor communication defensively, it leaves him all by himself.
Up top, Davis. On the wing, Thompson. He's covered by Fox. And De'Aaron Fox picks up the foul. That's foul number 2 for him.
Tough break for the defense. I mean, he took the hit, but he didn't get the call.
Davis a screen. Irving for 3. And Dallas hits again from deep.
And the handles Kyrie has are out of this world. He uses them so well in screen and roll action.
Wembanyama, screen on Thompson. Pass to Bassi. Now Wembanyama. The 3 is up. The Mavericks pull it in. Lively's got his 4th rebound in this one. Irving, the pass to Lively. Thompson finds Lively. Good on the shot, and that shaves the lead to single digits.
This is anyone's game now, and they have the momentum.
Yeah, taking away the lead is never easy, but a rally like this is how you do it.
Outside Wembanyama, shoots over Davis. San Antonio again can't hit.
Something's off about him this quarter.
Yeah, and sometimes guys just start pressing. The best thing for him is to just slow it down and concentrate on solid shot selection.
And it's a completely new group here for the Mavericks. A different look for San Antonio. San Antonio leading by 9. Pass to Barnes. A minute 6 left in the 3rd quarter. And once again, off the mark by San Antonio. Here are the Mavericks now with the ball. They're on a 13-5 run. Dinwiddie passes to Gafford. Yes, and a nice assist from Dinwiddie. Gafford's got 8 points.
They've been aggressive during this run, but they've also played under control.
Yeah, you know, I like how they're not relying on just one guy to get it done. They're sharing the ball and keeping the defense guessing.
Just incredible. I mean, he's really making it rain out there, knocking them down one after another.
Well, what I love about his three-point shooting is the spacing that he's adding. It makes things a lot easier for everyone else.
Johnson against Washington. Sohan outside. And he drives in. Lays it up and banks it in. And now a 12-point San Antonio lead.
So assertive on the tape. Sohan is relentless when he sees a lane open up.
Back to Washington. That 3's off the mark. It's stolen by Washington. And so the San Antonio Spurs now holding a 12-point lead at. And we reach the 4th quarter in a game that may already be out of hand. And so Paul will bring it up for San Antonio. 17 points was their biggest margin. So on the floor for San Antonio. Vassell and Johnson are the 2 and the 3. Harrison Barnes out there with Jeremy Sohan. And it's Paul in at the 1 spot. The 3 ball. And the rebound goes to Dallas. Gafford's got 4 rebounds now. Edwards with it. He's against Sohan. Edwards, no good. Spurs lead by 12. From deep, Johnson. He buries it from 3. Stan, you've coached some great defensive anchors in your time. Who do you view as the best in the game today?
Well, Brian, you probably have to start with Rudy Gobert, but we've got guys like Brook Lopez, Jaren Jackson, Anthony Davis, and then we've got 2 young ones coming up that could be as good as we've seen in Wimby and Chet Holmgren.
And a new group getting ready for the Mavericks. Davis, he's checked in for Edwards. Marshall comes in for Washington. Klay Thompson, he's checked in for Martin. And Kyrie Irving is subbed in for Dinwiddie. A big group substitution here for San Antonio. Wembanyama's checked in for Sohan. Bassey comes in for Barnes. Champagnie, he's checked in for Johnson. And Castle subbed in for Paul. Irving goes in. Back to Marshall. Pass to Gafford. Davis with it. The 3. AD stretching the floor.
Yeah, Davis was just waiting for the ball, and once he gets it, it's all over.
Wembanyama, pass to Champagnie. Wembanyama, screen on Irving. Outside for Wembanyama. This one for 3. The big man, Wembanyama, sinks the 3.
Wembanyama quickly with one of his own, firing right back.
Irving, the pass to Davis. Over Wembanyama. Ooh, anticipated the pass. It's a turnover. Vassell outside. And San Antonio hits again from deep. And now we get a little perspective here on how the hustle game has been for the Spurs.
Well, all you can ask for is your guys to be really active on D, and they've been more than that tonight.
Yeah, one thing I think they should continue doing is attacking the break. Because right now, this defense has no answer for them when they do this.
Mavericks trail by 12. Irving, the pass to Davis. Pass to Marshall. On the wing, Irving. Here's the 3. And Dallas hits again from deep.
A huge part of Kyrie's game. He's so good at capitalizing from outside.
Wembanyama scanning the floor. Here's Vassell. Stolen by Davis. In transition. They get it back. Second chance effort. And it's Gafford missing. San Antonio leading by 9. Pass to Wembanyama. Oh, deflected. Well, if you're just tuning in, welcome. We've played about 3.5 minutes into the 4th quarter here. San Antonio again can't hit. Dallas has gone 3 for 5 from three-point land since the end of the 3rd quarter. Irving, the pass to Marshall. Misses the 3. The Spurs have gotten 3 of 8 shot attempts to find the net here in the 4th quarter. Pass to Wembanyama. Let's go with a 3. San Antonio again can't hit.
Well, he's trying to shoot his way out of it from distance, but look, he's got to find something easy.
And that's out of bounds. Dallas will keep it lively. He's checked in for Dallas. Here's Irving. Launches a 3. Count that one. He's now 5 for 8.
And Kyrie loves putting on a show. This is what makes him so much fun to watch.
50 seconds left in the game. Wembanyama's got space. Yep, right through the net. And the Spurs lead by 8.
Really feels like they're in control. They've got a big lead with time dwindling.
Yeah, and at this point, the focus is take care of the ball, no needless fouls, and no threes.
Irving. That's in there. Davis with the assist.
Yeah, Irving has a 6th sense for where to find his shot.
And there's the foul. It'll go on Kyrie Irving. That's his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
And it goes out of bounds. That one off Davis.
And they barely get to retain possession. Many times, that's a turnover.
The three from Wembanyama. Nails it from three.
Leaving nothing to chance. This run shutting the door on him.
Yeah, this run has poured a bucket of water on any ember of a potential comeback.
Back to Irving. The three is up. Doesn't go that time. Here's Champagnie. And again, it's the Spurs from deep. And so it's San Antonio easily grabbing this one. It ends up being a fairly easy road win.
Those are so hard to
Matchup we have here in the front court break.
Yeah, each of these teams are anchored by their big men. I think it's going to be physical and highly intensified.
Here's the starting group for Houston. We've got Alperon Şengün. Tari Easton is out there with Thompson. Then there's Dylan Brooks. And it's Green in at the one.
There's a fluid power and athleticism that he possesses. Nearly impossible to contain Davis inside.
Greg, as you were saying, beyond the blocks, what makes Anthony Davis special on defense is the way he navigates the floor.
Kevin, most bigs can get picked on in pick-and-roll action. Davis, though, too quick and smart to take advantage of. He can slip screens, hedge, switch, and recover like he's a 3-and-D wing. Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
To me, that's a complete lack of communication on that side of the ball. These guys need to be talking to each other.
Over in the corner, Washington. And that one falls coming off of Davis's feed.
And I like Davis's decision-making. Fantastic. Always great at understanding when to move the ball.
To the right side. Şengün tried to answer back, but that three is off the mark. Moving against Thompson. Out to Thompson. Outside, Davis. Second chance shot on the wing, Irving. And it's off from three-point range. And it's Houston's ball. 4-point game. And Thompson throws it down.
Tenacious on the attack. Thompson is fantastic at finding lanes to the basket.
Down low. And stolen by Kyrie Irving. Davis against Easton. Davis inside. Rockets with the rebound. The drive by Green, and Green slams it in.
Emphatic 2 points from Green. Great to see him being aggressive and not settle for jumpers.
Back to Irving. Out to the right wing. Lively, no one around him. Again, the miss by the Mavericks. For Houston, they've gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. GA, if you look back at the Rockets' history, so many all-time greats have spent time there.
Yeah, it's an impressive list, right? Olajuwon, Moses Malone, Calvin Murphy, and Harden. Houston's well represented in the Hall of Fame.
Irving double team. Lively finds Thompson. Off the run. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
And how's that for an answer? Thompson getting his revenge in style there.
And it's Green with the jam.
Oh, how about using the rim to get some true hang time?
You know, he just wanted to make sure the landing was softer than the takeoff.
Well, just tremendous composure on the interior. Read the defense, take advantage of the situation, and deliver.
And there's the call on Kyrie Irving. That is his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
Brooks with no one around. And another 3 for Houston.
He doesn't take a lot of time to make up his mind. Brooks always thinking ahead, and he's in position before the pass is made.
And we're approaching about 3.5 minutes played in the first quarter. A shot's good from Irving.
The wheel come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
And you would expect nothing less from these two, taking pride and making plays.
It's his first trip to the line.
And a year ago, he was an 80% shooter at the line, so that's more than acceptable.
The Mavericks trailing. And the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Well, I briefly spoke with Jason Kidd. He told me that Şengün won't be easy to contain. He pointed to his passing ability and said they can run their offense through him whether he's in the post or at the top of the key. He added his scoring, and he presents a unique challenge. Kevin?
Thank you, David.
And Davis shoots a high percentage because he's so adept at playing to his strengths.
Green dishes to Thompson. They kick it out to Green. Easton, a screen on Thompson. Here's Green. Yep, that one goes in there. Green's got 8.
And those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten here in the first half.
Pass to Washington. Here's Lively. Thompson passes to Irving. Just 5 on the clock. Washington. No good with the layup.
Boy, this guy is a good finisher, so he misses a chippy. That's tough to take.
Now 8 seconds separating the 2 clocks. Brooks with it. Guarded now by Irving. Back to Eason. Green deciding where to go with it. Trying to find Thompson. He gets it to him. And it's Thompson with the jam.
And he's got rocket ship-like takeoff. Thompson can flat out fly.
Lively finds Thompson. An absolute bomb from 3-point range. Thompson's got his second bucket.
And offensively right now, each team getting what it wants.
Yeah, this is already a high-scoring game, but we knew that was a possibility coming into this one.
He just powered that one.
One of the game's top dunkers. And so it's Jalen Green making highlights for the Houston. And some good action in the books as we get back to the game that's been pretty close here so far. And when you consider how the Rockets are doing, guys, what are your thoughts?
Well, the offense is clicking, and they seem to have seized the momentum here early on.
Boy, it's been a really pretty thing to watch, executing their game plan to perfection.
This is how the floor looks for the Rockets starting the second. The front court is Tate and Smith. Whitmore is out there with Shepard. And it's Adams in at the center, filling out the middle. Dinwiddie passes to Christie. Now here's Marshall. Tate covering. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Reed Shepard. That is his first foul of the game. Dinwiddie kicks to Edwards.
And with his size and lateral quickness, Smith has all the tools needed to be an elite defender.
2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. It goes on Spencer Dinwiddie.
Clearly a foul.
And a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for the Rockets.
These guys have been so quick off the dribble, finding great lanes to attack and getting themselves to the basket.
And their assist total, also impressive early, creating with the pass and playing for teammates.
Pass to Whitmore. Now here is Smith. Back to Whitmore. Shot clock at 6. And they pick up 2. Whitmore's got 4 points this quarter. When a team, Doors, is on a losing streak, what lessons can be learned from that?
Yeah, Kevin, you know this. Losing streaks seem to be inevitable in the NBA. The season is too long to go through without some adversity. What I think you learn is grit and how to keep fighting even when you don't have your best game available.
Second quarter of basketball, just over a minute and a half played. The Mavericks pull it in.
I'll tell you, most of the time this guy's going to finish that, but that was tremendous defense that prohibits him from completing the play.
Christie the pass to Edwards. Puts the move on. He takes it up and lays it in. Edwards got his first basket.
Well, known for being a terrific passer, he shows you right there. Case in point.
Here's Shepard. No good with the triple. And here's Marshall bring it up for the Dallas Mavericks. Trailing by 5. It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Kevin, the Rockets are making progress. Coach Ime Udoka said it doesn't happen overnight. Changing habits and things like that takes time. Guys learn and grow at a different pace. My thing is getting us all on the same page. We're not that far off. Kevin, they sure look like they're building in the right direction.
David, they are, and some good vets have helped as well. And we thank you for that report. Great Kentucky native Reed Shepard followed in his dad's footsteps and stayed local for his college year.
How cool was that? His dad winning 2 national championships for the Bluegrass State, was named the MVP of the '98 college tournament, and he even had a brief stint in the NBA. Reed, the 3rd overall pick of the 2024 draft, blazing his own trail, showing how tough he is. Shepard doesn't get rattled by the physicality.
Marshall deciding where to go with it. Back to Gafford. And Gafford throws it down.
And he's an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
He is, and he picks the simple one-hand stuff to get the 2 points. Smith kicks to Adams. Smith on the wing. Adams, the pass to Shepard. Back to Adams. It's rebounded by Dallas.
And mark that one down right there. It's going to be a long time until we see him miss another one like that.
3, Marshall. Another 3 for Dallas.
Not the biggest fan of that shot, but he had the space to get it off, so why not?
Shepard, the pass to Smith. Count it. Smith's got 7 points in the game.
And this is why you let Smith work inside. He's adept at knowing how to finish in traffic.
Here's Christie. Another 3 for Dallas.
Outstanding pass, on time and on target.
2 for 1 opportunity here if they want it.
And no doubt, Kevin, if I'm them, I go for it.
Here's Shepard. That's basket number 2 with his 3rd shot off to a fast 2 for 3.
From what I've seen, Shepard would rather shoot from distance, but he trusted himself inside that time.
Dinwiddie passes to Christie. Tate with the rebound.
Well, that's a case where a guy's trying to make a play, trying to take it up strong, but the defense was ready.
First personal foul. Second team foul.
26 seconds left in the first half. Pass to Whitmore. There's 14 seconds left to play in the first half.
Oh, man, when Cam Whitmore throws it down, you feel bad for the rim.
Here's Dinwiddie. Off with the layup. Here's Shepard, and that's it for the first half of action. What's been a very close game here. Rockets lead by, thanks, David, and we'll be back shortly following halftime to get the third quarter underway.
Fans, please direct your attention to center court. And get ready for the fan half-court shot.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. Well, guys, what can you say? Jalen Green, an impressive effort here today.
That first half looked like a dunk contest mixtape. Was just destroying the rim.
Yeah, this guy, he plays fast, he's aggressive, and if you let him get to the cup, there is nothing that you can do about it.
Kyrie Irving is out there with Thompson. And there's Davis. Then it's Derek Lively, and it's Washington in at the small forward position. That's the lineup out there for the Mavericks. Mavericks trail by 3. 4 on 3 as they bring it up. Outside for Davis. There's the triple. It's rebounded by Şengün. Houston's won 3 of 5 from beyond the arc so far tonight. Yep, it counts. Green's got 12.
And we've seen this all night. Green with a wide range of ways to score. And boy, he just keeps coming.
The shot's good from Irving.
Well, you like how aggressive he is, making a play at the rim against length.
You have got to believe that you can score against size on the interior. How about the aggressive, assertive move there? Well, the defense daring him to shoot, and he makes them pay for their disrespect.
Incredible for his age. The decision-making of Şengün GA is very impressive.
So calm when he sees a double coming. Reads and reacts with ease when he's on the block or at the nail. Reminds you of a young Jokic with how he sees the game.
Washington, that's for 2. It's rebounded by Houston. Şengün's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. And Thompson kicks to Green. And Lively pulls it down. And so it's Irving. He brings it up for Dallas. 6-point game. Into the third we go. 2 minutes in now. 5 to shoot. Driving to the basket. It's good.
So many things go into Kyrie Irving's game. Right there, the quickness and the craftiness on the drive. It's special.
And here's Green outside. Mavericks with the rebound. Outside Irving. And the 3 ball is good. Now just a 1-point Rocket lead.
Well, that's one way he can finish, but far from the only way he gets it done. He's got all kinds of tricks up his sleeve. And he shows us all what the breakaway rim was invented for.
Can you believe he almost brought the whole thing down by hanging on that long? Here's Washington. Şengün with the rebound. Şengün's got his 5th rebound in this one. Out to Brooks. Lets the 3 fly. And Davis pulls it down. Davis has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. The Mavericks shooting their 3rd free throw shot of the game.
And if we want to take a look back, they converted about 76% from the line.
Dallas has gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Kevin, thank you very much. Anthony Davis broke his defense down for me. He said, I can block shots, switch on to anybody, guard the pick and roll, I can guard the post, I can guard the pin down. So that's my ability. My ability defensively is to do everything. Kevin?
And he does everything. David, thank you so much. Here's Şengün, and it's blocked. It's going to be out of bounds. The Rockets will retain possession. And Dallas going with a whole new group out for the Rockets. Third quarter action, and just under 3.5 minutes have gone. Here's Whitmore. Off target from outside. Dallas has gone into the three-point range 4 times since halftime and buried 2 of them. Here's Edwards. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Now it's a 3-point Dallas lead.
Nice job getting inside for the layup. Got the deep thinking jump shot, gave a little pump fake, and then off to the races.
Here's Smith. Pass to Tate. 1:02 left to play here in the third. Here's Whitmore. And Dinwiddie over to help. 4 on the shot clock. Shepherd, that's good.
The shooting ability is incredible. Shepherd's got a shot from all over the floor.
Dinwiddie passes to Edwards. Here's Christie. Rebound by Smith. Houston's gone 5 of 10 from downtown tonight. 50% exactly. In the corner, it's Whitmore. It's tipped. Dinwiddie surveying the floor. There's the drive, and it goes out of bounds. That one is off Smith. Here's Christie. Whitmore defending. Screen by Gafford. Here's Christie. And Adams sends it back. It's out of bounds. The Mavericks able to retain possession here. Here's Christie. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Christie's got 6 points. Gets it off. Shepherd. And at the close of the third quarter, still a close game, and both teams putting up points in a hurry. And let's go back to a terrific pass that we're calling tonight our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, I like the fact we get to see this pass one more time. A magnificent feed, and you love to see your off guard taking over the playmaking duties with this much skill.
Love the unselfishness, finding the best look, and it doesn't matter who's taking it.
Well, this has been a great contest so far, and I imagine the fourth quarter could have even more action in store for us. Fourth quarter on the court for the Rockets. The front court is Tate and Smith. Shepherd out there with Cam Whitmore. And it's Adams in at the center position. Here's Christie. Whitmore defending. Dinwiddie drives in, and the layup is good. Dinwiddie's got the lead up to 6 now for the Mavs.
I'll tell you, this guy excels at using his speed and his big body to cut inside. Nice job, Spencer Dinwiddie.
Pulls up for 3. Another 3 for Dallas. And what's your take, guys, on the hustle stats for the Mavericks?
And they've shown great focus on the defensive end, putting constant pressure on the ball and really disruptive in terms of what they've done in defensively.
Those block shot numbers are big as well, guys, sending a clear message. We are not going to be scored on easily.
And a wide open look for Whitmore. A three-pointer off the mark. Dallas leading by 9. Pass to Edwards. It's stolen by Adams. Shepherd with the ball. Guarded down by Marshall.
I like the touch from Shepherd, finishing around the rim.
The Mavericks have gotten all 3 of their shots to drop here in the fourth quarter. They came out of the break on a roll.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
And it's a completely new group on the floor for the Mavericks.
And he made the right read on that play, but just couldn't secure the steal.
Yeah, the anticipation was there. The hustle was there. Very close to picking that one.
Outside, Davis. Davis owning the inside.
Well, overall, they're the team getting the better looks here in this second half.
And I think what's happening is they're getting their shots within the flow of their offense, and you can clearly see the difference.
And so it's Irving with it, bringing it up for Dallas. And he can't extend the lead to double digits. Rockets trail by 9. Pass to Şengün. Brooks right side. Three-pointer. It's rebounded by Dallas. Lively's got 4 rebounds in this game. Irving looking over the floor. They get the rebound and finished off by Lively.
Impossible to stop the putback when he's got that kind of position.
Agreed, Greg. Let him get his hands on it inside and finish it off.
How about the activity level, the effort level? This team right now feeding off his energy.
Nice shot by Thompson.
This one has been all about Amen Thompson, a freakish athlete. When he gets rolling, there's just not much a defender can do.
Outside for Davis. Takes a 3. The Rockets pull it in. Eason gets a wide open look. Those 3-pointers off the mark. Mavericks leading by 9. Irving for 3. Another shot. And it's Lively laying it in. Lively's got 4 points in the quarter.
What energy on the offensive boards. The defense can't match the effort, and they paid the price.
Tenacious on that drive. Green using his speed effectively.
Thompson against Irving. Here's Davis. Thompson with the rebound. Rockets trail by 9. Pass to Brooks. Back to Thompson. 1:05 left in the fourth. Trains the 3-pointer.
Defensively, you have to live with Thompson making those, because if you get up too close, as they are, Amen will blow right by you. And they have been relentless from deep. And you see the defense trying to react, but to no avail.
Well, that's the whole point, isn't it? If you space the floor well enough, it's almost impossible for the defense to account for everyone.
Lively sets a screen for Irving. A floater, count the bucket, and he's got a free throw coming up as well.
Saw the opportunity to put this away, and you could see the killer instinct take over.
And you want to save your best for last. Tonight, they've done that and then some.
Here's Green. Out to Thompson. Şengün with a screen on Davis. Thompson passes to Brooks. And another 3 for Houston. 32 seconds left in the fourth quarter. On the wing, Thompson. And he can't answer back. The 3-pointer offline.
Disappointing day for him. Let's see if they go down with a fight.
Well, they definitely have some things to work out, and you'd love to see them finish this game the right way.
Irving against Thompson. Over to the wing. From past the arc. It's rebounded by Houston. Bobbed up there for Thompson. Count it.
You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
The finish in transition, nice and easy.
So it's a narrow victory for the Mavericks, pulling up. All right, David, thank you. And that'll do it, folks, for Dor.
Grant, when you take a look at this matchup, both these teams feature an impressive backcourt.
No question, BA. And I get the sense that bragging rights are on the line here. Everything you can do, I can do better. Expect some exciting back-and-forth action in this one.
So the Houston starting five. Green out there with Dylan Brooks. Then it's Thompson. Then there's Alperon Şengün. And it's Eason in at the small forward.
Now, I understand that shot didn't go down, but they will take that look every trip down the floor.
A brilliant dunk, and he hangs up there for a while, too.
Like he's posing for the camera. He's just hanging out, posing for pictures, just making himself at home. Back to Wembanyama. Knocks it down from distance.
When Wembanyama goes up, he can be so quick. I mean, the rookie looking very assertive.
High arcing shot. Rebounded by Johnson.
And you got to give credit to the D for never giving up on the plate and doing just enough to bother him at the rim.
And we're about a minute into the first. Here's Sohan. Count it. 1 for 1 to start the game.
They're using his size well and putting some muscle behind his play. That's how Sohan gets to his shot inside.
Okay, RJ, we all know how luck comes into play in the NBA. Spurs have had great lottery luck.
Yeah, winning the first pick 3 times, drafting David Robinson, Tim Duncan, and Victor Wembanyama. I don't know, but I would be really upset if I was all of those other teams to miss out on those big guys.
Thompson's vertical is impressive. I love seeing this young guard rise up and throw it down.
The 3 from Wembanyama. It's hauled in by Houston. Outside, Green. Pass to Şengün. 3-pointer. Pure from 3-point range.
A sometimes underrated playmaker, Green showing good patience and vision.
And there's the call on Amin Thompson. That's his first foul of the game.
Personal foul. First team foul.
Here's Wembanyama. Oh, and the jam by Wembanyama.
Yeah, Wembanyama fights for his bucket, using his size to get it done despite the foul.
And Richard, we talked about Victor Wembanyama, 7'4". Skilled. Did you ever think we'd see a player like him?
Maybe in about 20 years, but we're seeing more and more hybrids. He is just an outlier that we have never seen before. The tallest player in the league and one of the most skilled.
Eason, good.
Gotta fight harder to get over those screens.
Yeah, as soon as these guys feel contact, they are just disappearing like they're not even there. You gotta show some fire and keep the... Rate of baskets assisted, it's a stat I really like. It tells the story of how well you are playing team offense.
All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Hey, Brian, the Rockets showing improvement. Head coach Ime Udoka said, quote, when you rely on your young guys, you're constantly trying to instill habits that'll carry them for the rest of their careers. It's mistakes and tendencies you have to try to break continually. Just staying positive. We see glimpses of how close we can be.
All right, Allie, thanks for that. San Antonio with the ball. Following the score by Houston. From deep, Wembanyama. It's rebounded by Şengün. The Rockets lead by 3. They've got numbers. Green, the pass to Şengün. Over Wembanyama. And there's Şengün on the assist by Green. Şengün's got 5 points.
Starting to find his rhythm. He's cooking, and he knows it.
Yeah, when he gets engaged this early in the game, it's bad news for the defense. He can roll this start throughout the rest of the game.
Now here's Wembanyama. 7 points in the game, and it's Fox missing. And here are the Rockets. They're on a 12-4 run. Here's Brooks, and there's the drive. Rebound by San Antonio.
I'm not sure what happened there. His family's in the building. I don't know. You have to finish those.
Here's Wembanyama. And the dunk by Wembanyama.
Well, Victor doesn't have too far to go. I mean, he just pops up to the rim, makes it look so easy.
Şengün finds Thompson. Şengün, the screen. And it's Thompson penetrating. And Şengün gets it to go. 7 points in the game.
Guys, just ridiculous. He's just an absolute surgeon when he has the ball. This man is surgical. There is no way to slow him down when he wants to score.
Now here's Wembanyama. 9 points in the game. The kick out to Johnson. Sohan, the pass to Johnson. 6 on the shot clock. Back to Sohan. And he takes the feed in stride and slams it home.
A little raw skill-wise, but Sohan has that rare physical traits and a tremendous upside.
While he's a bit undersized for a forward, he more than makes up for it with his bounce.
Outside Wembanyama. Pass to Castle. Outside Wembanyama. Buzzer beater! And a good game so far as we conclude the first quarter. It's Houston leading by 3. Stay with us now as we get set to bring you quarter number 2 after this. And if you're just joining us, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. All right, guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for Houston?
So far, they haven't had to force anything. They're swinging the ball around and turning good passing into points.
And the other thing you notice is how determined they've been to get into the paint and get buckets around the rim.
So on the floor for Houston, Tate and Smith at the forward spots. Shepard is out there with Cam Whitmore. And it's Adams in at the 5.
That is a gamer, and his name is Chris Paul. Absorbs the contact, well on his way up, and finds ways to finish.
San Antonio shooting their second free throw attempt on the night. Richard, you played for great teams and rebuilding teams. How different is the atmosphere between those types of organizations?
The expectation to win from everyone, top to bottom, that's what stands out to me. Everyone takes their role seriously and professionally.
Vassell finds Barnes. Vassell, a screen on Smith. On the wing, Vassell. Whitmore defending. Vassell can't get it to go. The Rockets trail. Pass to Shepard, to the paint. And it's slammed in by Adams.
Trading the lead back and forth, neither side is willing to back down.
I've been on the edge of my seat courtside. Man, this has been a barn burner.
Massey, the pass to Champagny. From downtown, count it. 1 for 1 to start the game. These teams have really gone back and forth.
Yeah, 5 lead changes already. This one's going to be a battle for sure.
Here's Tate. Back to Whitmore. Oh, and makes it with the kiss.
Athleticism showing through from Whitmore. He doesn't need much room at all to operate in close.
Vassell outside. They set a pick. Launches a 3. And again, it's San Antonio with a 3.
When he has that much space, he's a pretty good bet to nail the 3.
And the 11th pick in 2020. Devin Vassell was drafted for his defense. But Richard, his shot creation has come a long way.
Yeah, he's very comfortable handling and operating in the mid-range. One of his best ranges. He's moved past that 3 and D tag, and he's showing he can do so much more.
All right, guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for San Antonio.
They've really been dialed in from deep. This is a team that has a ton of confidence in their outside shooting ability.
They've also been quick to set up their teammates, wasting no time making the extra pass for the open look.
The drive by Paul. Pass to Champagny. It's good. The assist that time from Paul. Champagny's got 6 points.
Few create shots as easily as Paul does for his teammates. He is just a great setup guy.
Tries again, and it's Adams missing. Spurs lead by 4. Here's Barnes. Here's Champagny. He's got 6. Barnes with a screen on Tate. Kicks it out to Barnes. Takes the three. The Spurs rebound. There's the three. Another miss. He's 0 for 2 now. Rockets trail by 4. It's stolen by Barnes. On the wing, Vassell. Outside Paul. Pass to Bassi. 5 to shoot. Here's Vassell. To the right side. There's the triple. Champagne's shot is off. The Rockets have gone 3 for 7 here in the second quarter.
A surprising athlete. Shepard's just 6'3", but he can get up there and stuff it.
Vassell outside. The three from Barnes. Drops in the three. Barnes has got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
He can really stroke it from deep. You have to keep better tabs on him.
Smith outside. Lets the three fly. Rebounded by Champagnie. San Antonio leading by 5. Vassell passes to Champagnie. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
Woo! Defensively, you can't afford to let him get to the rim that easily.
Well, that might be why their deficit is what it is right now.
Yeah, it's going to take better rim protection than that if they're going to climb out of this hole.
Controls the rebound and the putback.
And on the offensive end, this is how Adams hurts you. You have to be aware of where he is at all times.
Barnes the screen. Champagnie, the pass to Barnes. Oh, stolen by Tate. Back comes Houston in transition. Off target from outside. For San Antonio, they've gone 6 of 11 here in the second quarter. Pass to Barnes. Here's Champagnie. Here's the three. Oh! Oh, he beats the buzzer just in time. Wow. Big. Thanks very much, Allie. We'll be back soon to start the second half of basketball. And we've got third quarter basketball here. 2 quarters in the books. Victor Wembanyama really making a difference here.
And in the first half, he dominated in the post. He got the looks he wanted and was able to execute.
The question now is, will the defense keep letting him punish them inside? Or did Coach have some new ideas for them?
Sohan and Wemby are the bigs. Castle is out there with De'Aaron Fox. And it's Johnson in at the 3. That's the San Antonio 5. And Fox has got the ball here for San Antonio. 6-point lead. Fox lifts off and hammers it down.
Look at Fox get up. Okay, I see you flexing on him.
Richard, the first winner of the NBA Clutch Player of the Year, De'Aaron Fox.
And he's great late.
Oh, my goodness.
Okay.
Throw it down.
Come on.
That is a dunk contest worthy move. Green just putting on a show right there.
Pass to Castle. Jacks up a 3. Good. And the assist to Wembanyama. Castle's got his first 3 points of the game.
And clearly he needs no time to warm up.
And the slam dunk by Thompson.
That first step is so dangerous with Ahmed. I mean, he was just gone.
Ooh, Wembanyama, just too good.
And just not letting up at all. I mean, you have to love this approach. You want to get the ball to the guys who make plays.
This is when good players really get after it. He can sense that they're reeling, and he's going to put his foot on the pedal.
Rockets trail by 10. A chance here to catch up with Ali from the sideline.
Well, similarities in the games of Alperen Şengün and Nikola Jokic. A couple years back, Jokic suggested that Houston run their offense more through him, and they have. Jokic said that's going to benefit the whole organization. He wants to pass and play for the team. They'll move when the ball is in his hands. Brian?
Well, Jokic would know. Thanks, Ali.
And man, does Thompson glide down the court with ease. Outstanding at finishing in transition.
Green against Fox. Green in the post. Ooh, plenty of contact on that shot. Officials call the foul, and he'll take 2 free throws now. It's on De'Aaron Fox.
So far, proving he can score in this league. Green drawing more attention from the defense.
Grant, after 3 straight drafts high in the lottery, the Rockets got to 500 in 2024.
Yeah, and I love how they signed some vets in the summer of 23. Houston decided we want to win now, and I wish more teams did that.
And it's Fox missing. Rockets trail by 4. Knocks it loose. Oh, and a fast break for the Spurs. Here's Wembanyama sprinting up the floor. It's Wembanyama.
Man, Wembanyama getting it done.
Woo! Şengün out to Thompson. Pass to Eason. Thompson outside. Gets the jumper from the corner to fall. Thompson's got 12. Clock keeps going. 3 minutes into the second half now. On the wing, Thompson. And the slam dunk by Thompson.
They're making smart adjustments, setting guys up for success.
But it took them a little while to get there. Just goes to show, as long as you persevere, you'll figure your way out.
This is what it's been since halftime. Remarkable results from downtown.
In the modern...
Oh, my goodness.
How
Wow.
about that?
That's unreal. I mean, Thompson, that boy's going to hit his head on the rim one day. Oh.
To the left wing. Sohan outside. Pass to Castle. Over to the wing. Fox left side. Clock at 4. Here's Sohan. Out to Fox. The 3. And San Antonio hits again from deep.
Showing that quickness that time. Fox getting rid of it in a hurry.
Here's Thompson. Shoots over Johnson. Green finds Brooks. Now Şengün, covered by Wembanyama. Thompson against Johnson. Back to Şengün. Pass to Green. Late clock. Houston's got to hurry. Şengün, no good. San Antonio leading by 6. From deep, Wembanyama. Eason pulls it in. Thompson in the post. Covered by Johnson. They get it again. Another shot. Now Şengün. And he was camped in the lane there. He gets a 3-second call. And the Rockets going with a whole new group out there.
Substitution on the court.
The Spurs have gotten 6 of their first 12 shots to drop in this third. The 3 from Wembanyama. And it's Whitmore with the rebound. Pass to Smith. It's Tate on the wing. From deep. Smith, that one's good.
Impressive offensive versatility for big. He can show you a variety of looks.
From deep, Johnson. He got it up in time, but it would not fall for him. And so it's Victor Wembanyama. All right, let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
And the winner today coming from an unlikely position. It's the big fella with the sweetest pass of the day.
I feel like we've seen more slick passing big men in the league today than we've ever seen.
And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. Taking a look at the Rockets. Tate and Smith at the forward spots. Shepard is out there with Cam Whitmore. And it's Adams in its center.
First team foul.
Here's Champagnie. He's covered by Tate. Pass to Mamukelashvili. Shot clock at 3. Spurs need to get one up here. Here's a 3 from Paul. It's hauled in by Houston.
Good shot, gone bad. Gotta finish there.
Outside Whitmore. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. All right, a moment to look at a scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from here for the Spurs.
All game long, they've been making it rain from the arc. And look, they've done it by feeding the hot hands.
Yeah, they've also done a great job of running. Attacking when they get the chance, always a great idea.
And San Antonio making a change here. Bassey's checked in. Here's Barnes. The kick out to Paul. Second chance shot. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair. That one on Tate.
The thing I love about Chris Paul is that he is so focused on making his teammates better. Every team would love to have a floor general like that.
And it's a completely new group for the Rockets. Ball hits them both. Since drafting Wembanyama, the Spurs have looked like a team that gets better every game, RJ.
And they're still so young. They're learning the intricacies of the game and how to play with each other. But you can tell things are coming together and the future looks bright.
Brooks outside. Brooks the screen on Johnson. Thompson. And the slam dunk by Thompson.
Making sure of it with the two-hand slam, B.A.
Yeah, I don't blame him. With the score this tight, you cannot take a chance here. Nice shot by Wembanyama.
Yeah, this is what everyone wants to see Wembanyama doing. Dominating on the inside.
Green finds Eason. Back to Green. And here's Şengün. And it's good. Off the back rim and in.
And this is just typical of him. Always making an impact at crucial moments in the game.
And his team needs every bit of his production if they want to pull this one out. It is neck and neck here in the final period.
And once he gets to the rim, it's fairly automatic.
Nothing fancy right there. Just takes his 2 points, moves on. Şengün, no good.
That was a good possession. They got a clean look. The shot just didn't fall.
Transition basketball, the most reliable way to generate easy looks.
Yeah, when you hustle on the break like he does, good things tend to happen.
Spurs lead by 5. Just under 2.5 minutes gone by now in the final quarter. Double on Wembanyama. And wrestling for it there, but no one has possession. We'll have a jump ball. Now Barnes, clock at 6. And he lays it up and in. And now a 7-point Spurs lead.
This has been the story of the game, a battle fought on offense.
Yeah, but I think it's going to come down to who can get the stops down the stretch, because that's who's going to come away with this one.
It's like he's doing pull-ups on the rim.
Look like a schoolyard playground right there. And there's the call on Dylan Brooks. That's foul number 2 for him.
And there's just one foul now away from the penalty.
And the Spurs making a change here. Vassell's checked in. Wembanyama, pass to Johnson.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
Wembanyama powers it through inside.
There were questions about Wembanyama's strength coming into the league. No problem with the contact here.
Here's Green. Rebound by San Antonio. Wembanyama's got 4 rebounds now. Wembanyama, effortless inside.
Woo, just selling the defense on the pump fake.
On the wing, Green. Here's Şengün. And that one's good. And Green with the assist. Green's got assist number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. Wembanyama with it. And it's Şengün picking him up. The shot by Wembanyama, no good. And so it's Green who brings up the ball for the Rockets. Wemby putting on a show.
That's impressive. Vassell nabs the steal, and right away he's got that fast break pushing.
The 3 from Thompson. And the Rockets hit again from deep.
And the defense is looking almost lost on the perimeter. That opens up a quality three-point shot, and he delivers.
Big 3 right there, especially at this point in the game.
And this team is counting on Brooks in big-time moments. And guess what? Dillon delivers.
Here's Wembanyama. Can't get it to fall. Houston has gone 2 of 3 from beyond the arc here in the fourth.
And talk about stepping up in a big way.
What a huge play coming through when it matters most.
Expect them to take their time this trip down.
Yeah, B.A. The clock is theirs to burn.
Here's Eason. And it's good.
The dime-dropping ability of Green. I love it when he looks for his teammates and gets them involved.
Barnes a screen. Wembanyama. Up top Barnes. Oh, he buried the three.
Some players shrink when the pressure's on, but he lives for these moments.
San Antonio foul. Castle. First personal foul. Third team foul.
There's 25 seconds left to play in the fourth. Green, the pass to Thompson. Money.
Love the control there from Thompson. I mean, showing poise on the pick and roll.
On offense, here is San Antonio. Now here's Vassell. 4-3. Misses the tray. And Ime Udoka has called timeout. And coach didn't want to take any chances in this situation, which is why he called the TO.
Coming onto the floor for your Spurs, number 10.
7 seconds left in the fourth. Thompson in the post. Regulation is ended, and we are headed to overtime. Glad to have you with us as we get going in overtime. Neither team giving an inch in this game. Ben Thompson out there with Alperen Şengün. Then it's Tari Eason. Then it's Dillon Brooks. And it's Green in at the point guard position. And there's the call on Ben Thompson. That's foul number 2 for him. Off the inbound, Brooks with the rebound. And the Rockets shooting a red-hot 63% in this game. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free, and they're not happy with the call here. Coach has given the signal. He's going to use his challenge. Probably a good idea in such a close contest.
Alperen Şengün. 2 shots. The play is under
the NBA was smart to adopt this challenge policy in 2019.
You know, one thing this does for a coach is let his players know he's got their back. If they're adamant that the call was wrong, he'll back them up and make the refs take another look. And they've made their decision. The call will stand.
And as much as it hurts to lose a challenge, I think Coach would challenge that call again if he could. He really disagreed with the foul, and he's still peeved.
De'Aaron Fox has checked in for Vassell.
Shooting 2.
That free throw good from Şengün. Both free throws good from Şengün. San Antonio trailing here. Here goes Fox. And Fox powers it home.
Explosive move by Fox, and if you're the defense, you've got to come to expect that.
Brooks from outside. Rebound San Antonio. They've led by as much as 10. And it's Fox penetrating. And it's Fox with the jam.
Oh, my! That's why we have those breakaway rims.
Dude, he risked pulling the whole thing down to the floor right there. Here's Thompson, and the slam dunk by Thompson.
And one move ahead of the defense, a solid pick.
And then the monster dunk to complete the play. Well done.
Great chemistry on display. He understood where to put the screen in order to free up his teammate.
And there's the call on Ben Thompson. That's his 3rd foul so far. And we've played just over a minute here in overtime.
Can't ask for a better look when they needed it most. using his height advantage inside.
Free throw good, Wembanyama.
And in a close game like this, they can really rely on him to take care of business at the line.
Castle. Second personal foul. Second team foul.
Green, the pass to Thompson. Up and in on the layup. Thompson's got 29.
You know, inside is where Thompson excels, and the concentration allowing him to finish there.
Here's Fox. Okay, look out!
Wow! Oh, that's just filthy. Fox has that fearless mentality and gets up for a point guard.
Easton with a steal. They've got numbers. Here's Brooks. Oh, it's blocked by Wembanyama. Tipped. And that's out of bounds. It was last touched by Easton. Just over a minute and a half played here in overtime. And Fox, here we go. Oh! Fox with the flush off the drive.
That is a huge shot by the lefty, and Fox is proving that he can be the go-to guy when his team needs a bucket.
And that hurts as he doesn't get the first one to fall. Trying to focus now for the second. And the second to two is good. And that shrinks the margin to just 4.
Just a tough miss at the line. They're down 2 baskets now.
Pass to Castle. Puts up a 3. Now here's Johnson. Oh, and Johnson slams it in.
Ooh, we're getting a chance to see Johnson's athleticism. This man can really get up and throw down.
Outside for Green. It's stolen by Wembanyama. Johnson with it, and it's Şengün picking him up. From deep, Wembanyama sends it home from three-point land. And now a 9-point Spurs lead.
This is what winning is all about. Playing your best when it matters most.
And let me tell you, as a team, you love to hit your stride right at the crucial moments. They put this game away in style.
And out of bounds, Houston will have it.
Houston ball.
I hate to say it, but I'm pretty sure we can close the book on this one.
Yeah, they fought as hard as they could. Just wasn't in the cards tonight.
2 seconds separating the shot clock and the game clock. And there's the call on Amin Thompson. That'll be foul number 5 on him. And due to the bonus, we'll head to the line for 2.
Honestly, we have never seen someone like Victor Wembanyama, a skilled 7.5-footer. I mean, the way he moves, it's unreal.
Here's Thompson. Banked it in off the glass. Thompson's got 31.
This OT has been somewhat lackluster, mainly because both teams are clearly exhausted. They've been a different squad here in overtime. I'm just not seeing the same energy level.
And the shot goes down. So we see the Spurs get the win here. It was touch and go there for a while, but it
A Spurs team walking to the locker room earlier. Welcome, everyone. In tonight's game, what are you watching closely?
Well, the thing that jumps out at me, Kevin, is the guard matchup. I mean, both teams have tremendous backcourts, and I really think whoever is able to win or control that battle is going to win the game.
Now, a look at Dallas's starting lineup. We've got Irving. P.J. Washington is out there with Anthony Davis. Then it's Derek Lively, and it's Thompson in at the 2.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
Picked away. Johnson for 3. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
And there's a nice playmaking element to Castle's game, especially at 6'6".
Here's Lively. And finished off by Lively.
You have to love the unselfishness on display there. Excellent passing.
Wembanyama outside. They get it again. Launches a 3, nailed from three-point land.
Sometimes you watch Wembanyama and think this guy is a cheat code, hitting threes at well over 7 feet tall.
GA, there is a lot to like about the game of Stephon Castle.
His size, playmaking, defensive intensity. I guess the question, is there that one thing that he can do at an elite level? That will be a crucial step if he's to become a star.
Castle misses. And it's Davis with the ball for the Dallas Mavericks. 4-point game over Castle. And it's Davis missing. San Antonio's gone 2 of 4 from beyond the arc to start the game. And stolen by Irving. Outside, Davis. Again, the miss by the Mavericks. For San Antonio, they've gone 2 of 5 here, making 40% so far to start out the game. And there's the call on Kyrie Irving. That's his first foul.
First personal foul. First team foul.
Wembanyama against Davis. Releases. That one dropped for his second bucket. Mark him 2 for 4.
And Wembanyama's ability to pick and pop from anywhere on the floor puts defenders on their heels.
Irving passes to Washington. A rebound by the Spurs. On the wing, Johnson. He's guarded by Davis. Here's Wembanyama for 3. Drills it from outside. Wembanyama has got a pair of 3s now in the first quarter for the Spurs. Irving dishes to Thompson. Back to Irving. Sinks the three-pointer.
The fire that Irving plays with, admirable. I mean, you can feel it. When you make a 3 on him, it's payback time. He's coming at you.
Mavericks trail by 6. You know, Clark, you look at the switch the Mavericks hit last year. This is a team that has certainly bought in.
It's pretty clear, Kevin. They believe in their coach, and they know they can make it to the finals now. They look to empower one another. They play as more than the sum of their parts, that's for sure. A well-oiled, cohesive group.
Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Well, I caught up with Greg Popovich. Now, when it came to Kyrie Irving, Coach said trying to contain him tonight won't be easy. He told me Kyrie is a fantastic player, but I feel confident that our guys will be all over him tonight. Pretty strong words, guys.
All right, David, thanks. How about this run, Craig, they're on right now? Wow.
I mean, they're just getting to their spots and executing. Really keeping things simple.
Love the readiness of AD. He's already prepared himself to shoot before receiving the ball.
A three from Wembanyama, and that basket is going to count. Goaltending, the official call.
Just barely too late and catches it on the way down. He's already in the air there, committed, so can't fault him for going for the block.
Irving. Outside, Davis from 18 feet away. Again, the Mavericks score.
Those long arms of AD help him on jumpers. He pretty much can't get to a shot because he's so long and extends on it.
Now, here's Fox. Still yet to score. Johnson can't hit. They time it right. They can end this quarter with a 2-for-1.
And that's how you want to end the quarters.
Outside Irving. Washington kicks to Thompson. 6 to shoot. Lively with the screen. Thompson finds Lively. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. Lively's got his second basket of the game.
And their post play has been really solid right off the bat.
And it's Fox with the jam.
How about the vertical from Fox? Throwing it down with authority. Go get it, young fella.
Irving. Yeah, way to play in attack mode and get.
And here we go with the coach's challenge. No surprise in a competitive game like this.
Shooting for Dallas, Kyrie Irving. 2 shots.
Difficult calls to make. Personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
And he can't get the first one.
Kyrie Irving, special. I mean, as skilled a player as you'll ever see when it comes to handling the ball and scoring in close.
Fox against Thompson. And Fox gets it to go.
And, you know, coaches will take possessions like that all day long. Phenomenal use of the screen there.
Fox with the steal. It could go. That shot, no good. And so it's Victor Wembanyama making things happen for the Spurs. And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out in the second quarter. And looking at what we've seen from the Spurs so far, guys, what do you think?
Coming in hot. They were sharp from the perimeter right out of the gate.
Well, the player and ball movement has been excellent. Finding space, operating in space, and when they've gotten open shots, they've knocked them down.
We've got Devin Vassell. Barnes out there with Jeremy Sohan. And it's Chris Paul. And it's Champagnie in at the small forward position. So that's who San Antonio starts the second with. Vassell outside. There's a good screen. Good on the triple. Vassell's got the second quarter going with the first basket of the period for San Antonio. So, Greg, the Spurs last year began 15-56, but it was the ending that they're really hanging their head on. They won 7 of their last 11 games.
And over that closing stretch, Wemby averaged 27 points, 13 rebounds, 7 assists, and 5 blocks. A small glimpse into the potential of this young superstar.
Sohan inside. Gafford's there. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Vassell. And they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a three-point play.
And the added strength coming into play for Vassell. Nice job scoring through the contact.
You know, a trend that's been unmistakable, Greg, over the last few decades has been the number of positionless players.
Yeah, and I think that's a great thing, right? So many players now with diversity in their skill set, and there's no need to commit a player to a certain role just based on their size.
Gafford finds Edwards. Wants to get it to Gafford, and does. Goes up again. Ball against Dinwiddie. Outside Edwards. Gafford is screen on Barnes. The offensive rebound. Gafford passes to Dinwiddie. Back to Gafford. They shoot again. And the foul on Daniel Gafford. That's his first foul.
And really just a great play to sacrifice his body and take the charge.
Heads up action there. Reading the play and then beating him to the spot. Well done.
Paul's shot is off.
Boy, I'm absolutely shocked he didn't get that one to go. Usually he's money from deep.
The three, Marshall hits the three-point bomb.
Not a bunch of energy from the defense, which is why he was free to knock that down.
The kick out to Barnes. And for those of you just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Paul for three. Hands it from downtown. And the Spurs lead by 6.
So dangerous in these sets. Paul is a maestro at running the pick and roll to perfection.
Pass to Marshall. The three. They get it back. Kicks it out to Dinwiddie. And he's good on the three ball.
And just a step ahead of the D in that possession there, making the pass. Nice assist.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 2 minutes.
Vassell left side. From the arc. And again, it's the Spurs from deep.
For real. Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
Edwards can't hit. Spurs leading by 6. To the middle. Dinwiddie with the steal. To the paint. Deflects the pass. In transition, here comes San Antonio. Paul with the three. It's good for his second make. He's made 2 or 3 so far. And a closer look here at the hustle stats for the Spurs.
They've really been disruptive on the defensive end, forcing turnovers and turning those turnovers into points at the other end.
They've out-hustled the opponent so far in this one. A lot of points in the open floor, and that's giving them the advantage.
Edwards' shot is good.
Exactly what you've come to expect from Dinwiddie. A true combo guard will spread it around for you.
Vassell against Christie. Out to the right wing. Champagny. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. Christie against Vassell. Christie kicks to Marshall. Gafford sets the pick for Marshall. Goes back up. Gafford misses. Spurs leading by 7. And it's Vassell in the corner. Nailed from three-point land. Vassell's got a couple of three-pointers in the second for San Antonio. Driving in. Marshall gets the bucket.
And his presence as a scorer, it just has a calming effect for the rest of the team. He's a fallback option whenever they need one.
There's the pick. Pass to Champagny. That will count. And that shot was up in time, but doesn't go in. And so we wrap up the first half. It's San Antonio leading by 8. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks very much. Here with Greg.
Thank you, David. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the second half momentarily. And we hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. We're halfway through the game. Victor Wembanyama really making a difference here.
And if he can keep shooting from deep like he did in the first half, he's going to be more than a handful.
Yeah, you know what? The defense is going to adjust. They'll be ready for him now, so I'm sure they talked a lot about how to slow him down.
On the floor right now for the Mavericks, Derek Lively is out there with Anthony Davis. Then there's Irving. Then there's P.J. Washington. And it's Thompson in at the 2. Now, here's Fox. Wembanyama outside. Good, and a nice assist from Fox. Wembanyama has got the lead up to 11 now for the Spurs. Well, you look at these role players the Mavs have, Clark. They've done a great job.
They really have, Kevin. I mean, the front office identified who the players were that could best play with their core stars. Needed defenders and guys that could catch and shoot the three. They went out and loaded up the roster with those perfectly fitting role players.
Well, they'll be happy with that look, even though it didn't fall.
You know what? That's a confidence shaker for him, though. I mean, that's a shot he expects to make every time.
And talk about playing to your strengths. Getting Thompson a look from the corner, that's as bankable as almost any play you can call.
Here's Wembanyama for three. That doesn't go either for Wembanyama. Outside Irving, and Stephon Castle is going to pick up the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game.
First team foul.
So it's the Mavericks now. They trail by 6. Irving passes to Lively. Back to Irving. And it's Dallas with another.
Irving, so much fun to watch in this one so far. Utilizing every aspect of his offensive game.
Wembanyama sets a screen for Fox. Lays it up and banks it in. Fox has got his third bucket of the night.
Important points there. Got him on a nice play, getting the ball inside and right to the bucket.
Davis finds Irving. No good on the three. Spurs leading by 6. Here's the three. A shot by Wembanyama, no good. For Dallas, they've gone 3 of 4 so far in the third quarter from the field. Pretty good start to the half. It's deflected. Fox with the steal. Pass to Wembanyama. Good, and it's Fox who picks up the assist. Fox has got 3 assists now in this one. And for De'Aaron Fox, his three-point shooting, Greg, has come a long way.
In his rookie season, he only shot 30% on 2 attempts per game. But his volume and efficiency have both gone way up. And it's made him much more dangerous offensively.
Now Fox, following the three-point attempt by Anthony Davis. And Wembanyama gets it to go.
And a monster game for Wemby with the matchup issues he creates. I'm not sure anyone in this league can stop him when he's on.
Now, here is Irving. 13 points in the game. Back to Lively. And again, the turnover by the Mavericks. So San Antonio goes with a fresh 5 on the floor. And some changes here for the Mavericks. Here's San Antonio. It's been 8 unanswered points for him. And it's Vassell in the corner. A three-pointer, no good. Mavericks trail by 12. Dinwiddie kicks to Edwards. Here's Gafford. And terrific work on the offensive glass, and he picks up 2.
Second chance points always hurt. Just not enough effort to block out.
Hey, guys standing around spectating. I mean, you got to get in there and get tough.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
You know, he should be getting extra attention from the defense, not less.
Textbook, nice pass, great catch, even better finish.
Paul passes to Champagnie. Barnes the screen. Pass to Champagnie. Three-pointer. Good, and it's Barnes picking up the assist. Champagnie's got the lead up to 13 now for San Antonio. Ball against Dinwiddie. Here's Marshall. Now Gafford. Over in the corner, Marshall sinks the three-pointer. Marshall's got 10 points.
Doing all he can so far, but they still find themselves trailing.
Vassell with it, guarded now by Marshall. 32 seconds left here in the third quarter. Champagnie passes to Paul. Right wing, clock at 4. Lets it go, and it's San Antonio with another.
Chris Paul, so smart as a point guard. Any weaknesses in the defense, he's going to exploit.
There's Dinwiddie. Christie against Barnes. No one near Edwards as he lets it fly. Another three for Dallas.
And you can see he just caught a glimpse of the open man on the perimeter and immediately got him the basketball. That's a double whammy, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play, then the emphatic stuff.
Well, turning defense to offense, we talk about it all the time. Try to hit your...
And so it's the San Antonio Spurs, bringing the quarter to a close with a 7-point lead. They're feeling very confident, shooting the ball with great efficiency and dictating the pace. We'll get right back to the action when we return. And let's take this chance now to show you the State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
For me, next to the big-time alley-oops and monster throwdowns, passes like that are probably the next best thing when it comes to sweet-looking NBA highlights.
And this is it. Glad to have you along for this fourth and final quarter. They've got Harrison Barnes, Devin Vassell out there with Chris Paul. Then it's Jeremy Sohan. And it's Champagnie in its small forward. That's the San Antonio 5. Here's Champagnie. Offline with his three. Mavericks trail by 7. Fast break, Dallas. Christie can't make it. Ball against Dinwiddie. Paul passes to Sohan. And a great assist by Paul as that one goes in. Paul's got his third assist on the night. Here's Dinwiddie. Pass to Christie. For the screen on Vassell. And there's the drive. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the Spurs.
Well, I think they've been lethal from beyond the arc this game, no doubt about it. Hard to defend such spot-on shooting.
And on top of that, they're getting a lot of points off assists. And it's always a good sign when your team is working as a cohesive unit.
And Chris Paul picks up the foul. That's his first foul.
Yeah, really good defensive play to cut him off there and square up.
Excellent example of toughness and physicality on defense. Got his nose right in the middle of things and made a play.
So San Antonio goes with a fresh 5 on the floor. The kick out to Fox. With the drive, a 3 from Wembanyama. Oh, Wembanyama spacing the floor.
And I like when Wembanyama is aggressive on offense because defenses feel helpless to stop it.
Over to the left wing. Lively, no one around him. Hits the jumper in space.
Well, as for them being behind in this game, you certainly can't put any of it on his shoulders. He's been tremendous offensively.
Davis against Wembanyama. Wembanyama, a screen on Washington. Johnson's shot is off. Mavericks trail by 9. Pass to Lively. Fox with the steal. Here's the break. A 3 from Wembanyama. And Lively pulls it down. Lively's got 4 rebounds in this game. 3-pointer. Thompson misses.
You know, the ill-advised threes isn't how you want to close the gap. You've got to have better shot selection.
He was all alone on that one. Wembanyama's got a couple of 3-pointers now in the 4th for the Spurs. Here's Irving. Davis in the corner. Wants to get it to Irving and does. And the rejection by Wembanyama. Johnson, the pass to Wembanyama. No good on the triple. Mavericks trail by 12. And we've got a timeout from Greg Popovich. It's a chance for them to regroup and refocus. Here's Irving. And that one falls coming off of Davis's feed. And that's 15 points for Kyrie Irving.
Love watching Irving do his work in there. Kyrie's so good and crafty in tight.
And that one's good. Wembanyama
And perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
Certainly. I mean, they saw a weakness in the perimeter defense and took advantage of it.
Yeah, a nice, strong finish on the inside.
But Greg, that's what he does. He's got the dunker mentality.
An absolutely tremendous athlete, able to go up and finish over the biggest of defenders.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
If it's working, keep working it. That's what I say. Keep the pressure on.
Davis down low. The kick out to Irving. Just 5 to shoot. The tray. It falls for his 7th bucket of the contest. He's 7 for 9.
Kyrie Irving, what a touch from deep.
They can take their time on this possession.
It wouldn't be a bad idea. Just give themselves a little bit of a break. And we'll just watch the clock wind down, guys, in what will turn out to be a win here for the Spurs.
Their superior ball handling, 1 and 4.
And fewer turnovers equals greater scoring opportunities. Any coach will tell you that. If you take care of the ball every possession, and this is a perfect example of what happens when you do.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for Victor Wembanyama.
It was the kind of game for him that all scorers dream of, where the basket seemed as wide as a barrel. And you can sense that these fans, these players, they are ready to celebrate.
And I think they can start that celebration right now. I mean, what a terrific team victory.
Fox deciding where to go with it. Here's Wembanyama for 3. That shot off.
San Antonio foul. Charles Bassey, first personal foul.
And he makes the first.
Team foul. At the line for the Mavericks.
Washington hits them both. Wembanyama, that's for 2. And no good that time. And so it's San Antonio easily taking this one. A confident win and one where they clearly show.
once again.
NBA, there's typically a little bit of chippiness because it is clear these two teams don't like each other, and you and I are here for all of it.
So the opening lineup for the Mavericks. They've got Klay Thompson, Davis out there with P.J. Washington. Then there's Derek Lively, and it's Irving in at the 1. And a fast break now. The Mavericks on the run. Davis can't hit. And here's Thompson. He'll bring it up for the Rockets. And the foul on Anthony Davis. That's his first foul.
First team foul.
Outside, Green knocks down the triple.
Yeah, and Green has tons of confidence in his three-point shot, and it was on display right there as he knocked it down.
Outside for Davis for 3. And it's Davis again missing. Despite entering his 30s, Anthony Davis is not slowing down, Grant.
Yeah, B.A. And last year, AD put up the best rebounding numbers of his career. And his shooting percentage also very high. And just watching him, Davis is still an all-NBA caliber player, capable of taking over on both ends.
Now here's Davis. It's rebounded by Şengün.
Boy, 9 times out of 10, that's going in. I'm sure he surprised himself with the miss.
And there's the call on Jalen Green. That's his first foul.
A great job to establish position and square up.
The Mavericks have gone 0 for 3 from the floor to begin this one. Out to Thompson. Fires for 3. Gets the 3 ball to go.
Klay Thompson, you can't let him get cooking from 3, boy. This guy's too accurate as a shooter.
Pass to Brooks. Stolen by Davis. Here's the break. Puts the move on. And he lays it up and in.
That lack of defensive intensity is not going to stop a player of his caliber from scoring.
Şengün, a screen on Thompson. Green with the ball. And Lively picks him up defensively. Outside for Green. Back to Şengün. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
Boy, doesn't get any easier than that. What a size advantage, and just goes to work.
Left side, Irving. Up top, Thompson. Pass to Washington. It's hauled in by Houston. Thompson scanning the floor. Brooks, the pass to Thompson. Soft touch off the glass.
You see there, Thompson does a good job of sneaking into the lane and finishing.
Irving against Brooks. Irving, the pass to Davis. Irving, screen on Thompson. He's off on the layup. For Houston, they've gone 3 of 4. Off to a nice start. Shots blocked! On the wing, Irving.
2 minutes.
1:56 left in the first quarter of the game. Up and over Brooks. Here's Lively. And that one's good with extra effort on the glass.
That'll drive your coach crazy, failing to box out.
And to me, this is a common theme that's running through the league right now. Guys looking to leak out rather than box out.
Thompson gets a good look. Thompson with another miss.
You can't ask for a cleaner look than that. He just couldn't deliver.
And Grant, you look at the Rockets' additions over the last year or two. There's an emphasis on toughness.
Yeah, toughness, both physical and mental. Those are the kinds of veterans they've brought in. And that extends, of course, to the coaching staff, too. Thompson's vertical is impressive. I love seeing this young guard rise up and throw it down.
Thompson with a screen. Here's Davis. Sinks it. Now 2 of 7 on the night.
Defensively, you can't afford to get stuck on the pick.
You know exactly what that takes. It takes energy, it takes activity, it takes intensity. I'll tell you, that vertical ability he has puts him in select company in NBA power forwards. May not have great size, but boy, he plays bigger than it.
If they play this right, they can go 2 for 1.
Yeah, they really have to work the clock right now.
The 3 from Thompson fires in the triple. Thompson's got 6.
At his absolute best, Klay Thompson rise and fire on the catch. Good night defense.
Şengün, a screen on Irving. Back to Şengün. Pass to Thompson. Takes a three. Good. And the assist goes to Şengün. He's got 9.
This is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
Well, that three-point shot just gives you so much room to operate on the offensive end.
The defense there doing whatever they can to protect the rim.
Dallas shooting their first free throws of the game.
I think one of the things you have to be in awe of is how creative and how elusive Kyrie Irving is to deal with when he's cooking offensively. This guy truly a remarkable talent.
And it's Green off the drive. Here's Thompson. The second effort. Outside for Green. Got it off in time. And no good. Trying to get that one to fall. Amen Thompson. He is feeling it tonight. And it's been a pretty even game here after one quarter of play. All right, guys, for the Rockets, what jumps out at you stat-wise?
Well, they clearly came into this game focused on sharing the ball.
When you keep everyone involved at the offensive end, it keeps everyone engaged in other areas as well.
On the court for Dallas here in the second. They've got Spencer Dinwiddie. Edwards out there with Daniel Gafford. Then there's Najee Marshall. And it's Christie in at the 2. Now here's Tate. Smith outside. And here's Shepard for 3, and that's good. His first bucket of the game.
Well, this is Shepard's shot. The defense can't afford to give him this much separation. Another lead change. Give these teams credit. They're really fighting it out.
Neither team willing to give an inch, and neither able to seize the momentum. This has been a fascinating one to watch.
And it's Adams missing.
Boy, if you're going up against this guy in this close a range, you've got to defend with everything you've got. A tremendous job defensively.
Now here's Edwards. Out to the wing. Here's Christie. Hits the trifecta. Christie's gotten himself on the board with a 3 there.
Well, if you offer no resistance defensively, he's going to knock down the 3. It's really that simple, guys.
And just a great job of getting there first and absorbing the contact.
Edwards, a pass to Christie. From outside, off the mark.
And you just can't afford to give up that kind of look very often.
Pass to Adams. Got a piece of it. And a fast break now. The Mavericks on the run. Now Smith. From deep three-point land. That one is off.
He had more than enough room to hit that. Just couldn't make it happen.
Doris, one place you see this Dallas team show up is in the hustle steps.
B.A., this version of the Dallas Mavericks is as tough and as gritty and as willing to compete as any I've seen.
Here's Marshall. 6 to shoot. Again, the miss by Dallas. Rockets trail by 4. On the wing, Whitmore lets it go from deep. And the rebound goes to Dallas. Quarter 2 and just under 2.5 minutes gone by. Marshall with the bucket. Marshall's got 6 points in the quarter.
He just brings a great feel for the game at the offensive end.
Adams, shot's good.
Boy, Adams showing a bit of quickness on the drive. Fantastic athleticism for a guy his size.
Pass to Christie. Let's go with a 3, and the three-pointer goes. Christie's got 6 points.
Wow, you don't see him left alone very often, and of course, he makes good use of it.
Here's Dinwiddie, the 3, and Dallas hits again from deep. And a look at how the hustle game has been going for the Mavericks.
I must say their defensive intensity has been impressive so far, really making it hard for the offense to hold on to the ball.
Another big component of their early game tonight has been points off turnovers. Great job converting on those chances.
Now here's Dinwiddie. Pass to Christie. Now Gafford. Adams covering. Gafford passes to Dinwiddie. Sinks that one from the post. Dinwiddie's got his second bucket on the night.
Well, Spencer Dinwiddie can make an impact in the painted area. He's got size at the position.
And the ball out of play. The Mavericks will have it.
Mavericks ball.
Dallas leading by 9. Outside Edwards. 1:02 left in the first half of this one. And the Mavericks, another 3.
No defender within 5 feet of him, just inviting him to shoot the 3. That's a dangerous proposition.
Smith against Edwards. Right wing. Here's Adams, and the foul on Steven Adams. That's his first foul.
And this kind of selflessness is great to see. Textbook positioning to draw the charge.
For Dallas, they've gone 8 of 11 in the second quarter. Gafford passes to Marshall. No good on the 3. Rockets trail by 12. On the wing, Whitmore. Smith outside. Right at the free throw line. Gafford grabs the miss.
That's the shot they wanted. It just didn't fall.
I think expect them to go back to it because that's the kind of shot this offense is designed to generate.
Counted from distance.
What a find by Spencer Dinwiddie. Defense keys in on him, and he decides to make the nice pass.
Shepard, that's good.
Getting enough shots in close to play inside out.
Here's Dinwiddie. 5 points in the game. Pass to Gafford. 2 on the clock. And some nice defense there to end the quarter. And so it's Dallas in a good situation, up by 13 points to close the quarter. They hold a real solid lead right now. Love their approach tonight. Back after this.
Fans, please direct your attention to center court and get ready for the fan half-court shot.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. They've got Tari Eason, Alperon Şengün out there with Amin Thompson. Then it's Jalen Green, and it's Brooks in at the 2 guard. And that's the group for Ime Udoka as we begin the second half. Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Hey, BA, well, the Rockets got a lot more organized with Coach Ime Udoka and their veteran additions, including point guard Fred VanVleet, who said it's just having that poise and presence to slow things down and get guys where they need to be. Rein it in, get some structure, and maximize these guys' potential. BA?
Allie, a great floor general. Thanks for that.
And it's like Green doesn't have an off switch. He's consistent at attacking defenses and drawing whistles.
Grant, there are such intense rivalries at the college level. Do any of those carry over to the NBA?
Oh, BA, they sure do. I was part of some serious college rivalries. There was a lot of trash talk with the guys on the other side. And it didn't stop that much after we got to the NBA.
They get it back. Lively uses the glass on the layup. Lively's got his second basket.
And when you're the ones trying to fight your way back into the game, you simply cannot allow second chances.
Well, how about the effort on the glass? Even with this lead, I love that they're still going after it.
And that's out of bounds. Last touch by Washington. And if you're just joining us, we played just over a minute here in the third. Pass to Şengün. Fires the 3.
You have to admire the activity of Klay Thompson on the defensive end. It seems like he makes it his mission to make life difficult for whoever he's checking.
Ooh, poked away. Lively finds Washington. Here's Irving. Shot clock at 6. The 3 is up. Here's Lively. He shoots again. And the layup is up and in. Lively's got 4 points this quarter.
You simply must put a body on this guy. You know he's going to try to get to that glass.
Green for 3. Green's feeling it at the arc.
Can't play too far off of Green because he's skilled at pulling up and torching you.
Here's Irving. Pass to Lively. Outside Davis. Outside Irving. Davis with a screen on Brooks. Back to Davis. Fires from deep. And the rebound goes to the Rockets. Thompson's got 4 rebounds now. And here's Brooks. Thompson, a screen on Lively. Brooks, the pass to Thompson. Davis with it. Now Thompson defending. And there's the call on Jalen Green. That'll be a second foul of the game.
Second personal foul. First team foul.
Just over 2.5 minutes gone by in the second half. And that one's good. Irving.
You know, Kyrie shoots a ton of threes, and he makes a ton of threes.
On the attack, Green. And it's hammered home by Green.
Well, the problem is they haven't gotten production from any other spot. But right now, this guy is cooking.
Irving for 3.
In the third. 2 minutes.
1:56 left in the third quarter.
Yeah, and the defense really respects his shooting ability, and they showed it with that tight coverage.
And it's Easton with the 3.
Well, the defense deserves to get burned. Absolutely no excuse for leaving him open.
Poke loose. Easton with a steal. Inside for the finish. And the finish on the break with the slam.
Yeah, the moment the fast break starts, Brooks is out in transition, and that hustle gives him the edge.
And there's the call on Dylan Brooks. That's his first foul.
Yeah, he tried to gain position, but couldn't quite get there.
And the Rockets going with a whole new group out there. Just over 3.5 minutes through the third. There's a screen by Marshall. Christie's shot is off.
And the defense got away with one there. I mean, that's a shot he typically makes.
The lead now cut to single digits. Shepard's got 8.
Such a skilled shooter. Reed Shepard, one of the reasons they're excited about his future.
There's a screen by Marshall. For 3, Dinwiddie. Adams grabs the miss. Rockets trail by 7. There's Shepard. Another one falls for Houston.
They're being put to the test, and he's doing everything he can to keep them in this game.
Dinwiddie outside. Pass to Christie. Back to Dinwiddie. Here's Christie. Whitmore defending. 6 on the shot clock. Dinwiddie passes to Christie. Over Whitmore. Christie's shot is off.
Listen, he can make that shot right there, but I do know they have other options they can go to.
And it's good for 2. Now just a 3-point Maverick lead.
And looks like Smith is already getting stronger. He's looking to add some muscle, and that finish through contact is a great sign.
Here's Christie. Whitmore defending to stop the drought. Christie's shot is off. Ooh, they pick off the pass. That takes us to the end of the third quarter. What a game. Neither team giving ground. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'll tell you what, this was a no-brainer tonight. Take a look at the precision on this feed. Couldn't place it any better.
And when you're the beneficiary of a pass that good, you better deliver, and he did just that.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far, with this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. Taking a look at the Mavericks. Edwards out there with Daniel Gafford. Then there's Spencer Dinwiddie. Then there's Najee Marshall. And it's Christie in at the 2 spot. Edwards, the pass to Dinwiddie. Oh, the swat by Adams.
Length and strength and intimidation. Steven Adams sends it back.
Knocked away. Second shot opportunity. Here's Shepard. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Pass to Adams. Missed inside. Dallas leading by 3. Here's Dinwiddie. Here's Christie. A few possessions into the fourth. Just over a minute played. Marshall. It's It's hauled in by Houston. Adams has got 5 rebounds in the game. And here's Tate outside. The Rockets with another miss.
Well, you can see why the defense dared him to shoot it. That's not really his spot.
Here's Christie. Yes, and a nice assist from Dinwiddie. Dinwiddie's got his 4th assist with that last one. To the inside, lets it fly. Pass to Shepherd. Adams with a screen on Dinwiddie. Now here's Smith. Yes, and the foul. It's on Spencer Dinwiddie.
And this is exactly what Smith loves to do, wreaking havoc on opposing defenses and scoring through contact.
And the Mavericks going with a whole new group out there. And Irving has got the ball here for the Mavs. 17 points was their biggest margin. And they doubled up Irving. Back to Lively. Plenty of space. And right on target. That one's good. And the Mavericks lead by 4. Brooks outside. Pass to Smith. We're in the 4th quarter here. Just under 2.5 minutes gone by. Here's Brooks. Buries it down low.
A throwback wing. Dylan Brooks is very comfortable working down low.
And an intentional foul right there.
I mean, I'm just not sure what he was thinking right there. I mean, he needs to get his head in the game.
Thompson, he's checked in for the Rockets. And Dallas with a change here, too. Christie's checked in. Oh, and Clay makes that 3 look so easy.
Well, big-time moment means big-time guy, and Clay Thompson delivers yet again.
Green, outside Easton. 4th quarter keeps moving along. 3 minutes gone by now. Sinks it from distance.
Gotta fight harder to get over those screens.
You know, we see this all the time. You're basically, as a defender, hoping the man misses rather than putting in the work to get over screens.
What an emphatic bucket by Davis. This is a guy who never backs down or gives up.
Davis on the take. And out of bounds. Houston will have it.
Brutal play at this point. It's frustrating because they've battled so hard all night.
1:49 left in the final quarter. Eason, a screen on Thompson. Green, the pass to Eason. And that one's good. And Green with the assist. Green's got his 4th assist in this one. Here's Davis. Crafty move. Thompson right side. 6 to shoot. Clay drives, and he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for 2.
Well, the hard-charging approach of Clay Thompson paying dividends with the foul call. Hey, they like to see that kind of aggressiveness.
And he's unable to get the second one. Rockets trail by 3. Green with the ball, and Davis picks him up defensively. Thompson passes to Green. To Thompson. Here's Şengün. Can't tie it up. That one misses. For Dallas, they've gone 4 of 7 from the field in the 4th quarter. Oh, he nails it!
Oh, man. He plays with a relentless motor in clutch time, too. Davis always wants the ball in his hands.
And up the court they come. The Mavericks on the break. Ooh, it's stolen by Easton. Stolen by Thompson. So the first one drops, and that increases the lead to 6. And so both free throws good, and it's a 7-point game.
Well, you want to continue to build the lead, so a very productive trip to the line right there.
And they recover it. Pass to Şengün. Now here's Easton. Checked by Davis. And another miss by Houston. And Dallas with possession. Here's Christie. 3-pointer. Thompson pulls it in. And there's the call on Ben Thompson. That'll get him his 4th foul of the game.
I love great defense. Just quick to establish his feet, and he takes the hit.
Lets it go. And so it's Dallas winning this one. Just a...
for N. And the starting group for the Spurs. Sohan is the 4 with the lengthy Wembanyama playing the 5. Castle is out there with De'Aaron Fox. And it's Johnson in at the 3. And for the Rockets, they've got Tari Eason. Green is out there with Dylan Brooks. Then it's Alperen Şengün. And it's Thompson in at the power forward. There should be plenty of action down in the painted area tonight, Greg, with the big man matchup in this one.
Yeah, I love to see skilled bigs dueling down low. Kind of a throwback in some ways, but there's still plenty of physicality in the modern game.
And it's good, 2 points.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
Well, when you are the aggressor this early, it is intimidating.
Wembanyama. It's rebounded by Şengün.
Well, that's a miss you can live with. I expect they'll go to it again, especially if the defense continues to concede it.
Eason passes to Şengün. Fades away. Thompson misses.
Nobody even close to him, and he can't believe he doesn't knock it down.
That doesn't go either for Wembanyama. Rockets have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Eason finds Green. Back to Eason. No good from outside. San Antonio's gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. Took him no time at all on that one.
I tell you what, Fox shooting now in rhythm. You gotta respect also his decision-making, really getting a good feel for how the D is playing.
Well, sharp interior passing is so important. The best way to create high-percentage buckets.
And once again, Coach, the storied San Antonio franchise is on the upswing.
It sure is, Kevin. Look, they've got a Hall of Fame coach and a potential Hall of Fame centerpiece to build a team around. They've got great talent evaluators in the front office. You can't ask for a better recipe for success.
For Houston, they've gone 2 of 5 here, making 40% so far to start out the game. Out to Brooks. And off the left side of the rim, and it swirls in for him. And it's all knotted up.
He doesn't take a lot of time to make up his mind. Brooks always thinking ahead, and he's in position before the pass is made.
And it really stands, Victor Wembanyama has a chance to be one of those paradigm-shifting players. Don't you agree?
Oh, no doubt, Kevin. First of all, there are not going to be very many 7'4" guys come along. And then come with the skills that he has on a court, the length, his mobility, how fluid he is. It's unprecedented.
Now here's Green. Here's Şengün. Second shot opportunity. And Şengün throws it down.
And able to pad his stats a little bit there on that play, the board and the bucket.
And you know, Greg, that'll put him in the good graces of that coaching staff, too. My goodness. With a short break in the action, gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
I was able to talk with Ime Udoka for a minute. He had a list of concerns coming in tonight, not the least of which was matching up with De'Aaron Fox. He said it's not just the speed, though that obviously is an issue. It's that Fox has also become so good at dictating tempo and getting you to play his style. That's something they can't allow. Kevin?
Okay, David, thanks. And there's the call on Amen Thompson. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far.
It was really just a great play to sacrifice his body and take the charge.
The Spurs have gotten just 3 of their first 9 shots to go down in this game. So he launched that one from way outside. Wembanyama has got a couple of threes now in the first for San Antonio. Green kicks to Şengün. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist. Green's got 3 assists tonight.
Oh, selfless play right there from Green. He's all about getting it to the open man.
Now, here's Fox. To the inside. Here's Wembanyama. The Rockets pull it in. Şengün with the ball. Out guarded by Wembanyama. Shots good by Green.
Green knows that he needs to take and make threes at a good clip. Nice shot there.
Johnson, the pass to Wembanyama. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. Coach, only 2 players have led the NBA in blocks as a rookie. Manute Bol and our favorite Victor Wembanyama.
Well, Kevin, Wembanyama is already special defensively, not only as a shot blocker, but the amount of ground that he can cover to affect shots. And there are people around the league that believe that he can become the best defender of all time.
And a monster game for Wemby with the matchup issues he creates. I'm not sure anyone in this league can stop him when he's on.
And here's Wembanyama. He'll bring it up for San Antonio. The Spurs have been good at the line so far, 5 of 5. And the first one at the line is good. Such an interesting player, isn't he, Coach Jeremy Sohan? He played a lot of point guard during his second season.
Yeah, Kevin, the Spurs experimented with Sohan at the 1. It was a bit unconventional. They went away from it later in the year. But that experience as a point guard will continue to help his playmaking ability as his career progresses.
Thompson outside. Şengün with the screen for Thompson. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. It's going to be on Victor Wembanyama. And this is his second trip to the line tonight. Good on the second free throw. And the Spurs with possession here. Wembanyama outside. Johnson outside. Back to Wembanyama.
Under NBA rules, the officials will have
it's like they are going to review the play. The question, did he get the basket off in time?
And the footage relayed to the officials from the replay center in Secaucus, I think.
And so it's Victor Wembanyama making things happen for San Antonio. Going on an absolute rampage, piling in the points. He dictated the pace of the entire quarter. And we've got more M2K Sports coming your way after this break. And getting going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for the Spurs.
Well, the coaching staff's game plan is very clear. Move the ball on the perimeter and shoot the shots with no hesitation.
And also have to bring up their passing game. They've been moving the ball with great precision so far and creating great looks for their teammates.
On the court for San Antonio here in the second. We've got Barnes, Devin Vassell out there with Paul, and it's Champagnie in at the 3.
Probably a little draft in the arena tonight. He's the last guy you expect to miss the mark by that much.
Absolutely. Barnes sets a screen for Vassell. Hands it from downtown. Vassell's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Here's Shepard. Hey, Stan, as a coach, what was the most difficult part when transitioning from college to the pros?
That's a great question, Kevin, and I think 2 things. Number 1, the length and the pace of the season. You just didn't have the time to prepare for the next game. Everything was sped up. And then, obviously, the talent of the players. So you're trying to game plan and come up with a way to stop guys who are essentially unstoppable.
And Adams kicks to Smith. Off target with his 3.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
And the basket by Vassell.
Oh, and a terrific pass. Takes so much pride in his ability to make his teammates better.
And it's Smith that time on the assist from Shepard.
And they've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball in the paint.
Vassell wide open. Misses the three. Houston's gone 1 of 2 on three-pointers here in the second quarter so far. Tate a screen on Barnes. Smith for three. A three-pointer is right on target. And it's a three-point Rocket lead.
Good job of stepping up to the plate there, seizing back the momentum for his team.
Yeah, plenty of lead changes in this game. It's gone back and forth.
And now Vassell knocking down a three of his own.
And Smith with the stuff.
Oh, and he went for the two-hander on the slam, using some muscle.
Some urgency from him there, sure. Here's Vassell. That one wide left. Houston's gone 2 of 3 when they've stepped beyond the arc in the second quarter. Well, Devin Vassell has flown under the radar for a long time and passed a lot of fans, Coach. But we've seen it. He can fill it up.
Yeah, Kevin, look. He is an outstanding shooter. He's got great footwork. He can score at all 3 levels. He reminds you a bit of DeMar DeRozan, but maybe even with more of a three-point shot.
Pass to Smith. Now Whitmore drills it from outside. Whitmore's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
And this is crucial to Whitmore's development, wanting to continue to improve as a scorer.
Houston leading by 7. Here's Smith. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
And don't look now, but they're starting to extend this lead.
Well, look, we've seen that no lead is safe these days. You got to keep scoring and extending that margin.
A shot by Tate with no one around. And the Rockets getting another bucket right there. And breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for the Rockets.
Well, their coaching staff has to be happy with how active they've been defensively, forcing turnovers and making the offense uncomfortable.
And they are also just outworking the opposition in transition. When the break is on, they've continued to find ways to score.
The Rockets have missed 4 of their 8 free throws up to this point. Things not really going their way at the line yet.
And last season, 77% from the line. They could usually get the job done there.
Yeah, great effort tonight, and he's been rewarded with trips to the line.
It's stolen by Shepard. 4 on 3 as they bring it up. In the corner, it's Whitmore. And out of bounds as the Spurs gain possession. We've got 1:08 left in the second quarter. And it's Paul penetrating, and that one good. Paul's got his first bucket in this one.
So shrewd and elusive.
Once Paul sees an opening in the defense, this guy goes into attack mode.
Yeah, way to get there first and be willing to absorb the contact.
58 seconds left here in the second. Barnes the screen. Here's Vassell. Good on the three-point shot. Vassell's got 11 points in the quarter.
And what do you expect from Vassell? He's an accurate shooter from the perimeter.
Here's Shepard, defended by Paul. Pass to Tate. Beyond the arc. Tries again. Out to the right wing. Here's Shepard into the lane. Offensive rebound. Adams. That misses off the backboard. Spurs trail by 8. 17 seconds left now here in the second. Here's Vassell. Pass to Bassi. And the wide open shot from Paul. Good on the triple. Paul's got 5. Here's Shepard. last shot before the buzzer is off. And some good action through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Houston on top. They lead by 5. We'll be back shortly live from Houston, Texas.
3-8.
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. We're seeing a tremendous game from Victor Wembanyama.
Man, he's been running wild on him through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
Yeah, and in terms of slowing him down, I think they're going to have to change things up. Give him some different looks.
Tari Easton is out there with Thompson. Then there's Jalen Green. Then there's Dylan Brooks. And it's Şengün in at the center. So that's who's on the floor for the Rockets.
Şengün. Third personal foul. First team foul.
Here's Wembanyama. They double team Wembanyama. And even after 2 offensive rebounds, they just can't get the lid off. And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Kevin, thanks. De'Aaron Fox stays in attack mode. He says people don't want to guard somebody that's going to attack them on every possession. Can't get that break. Can't take any plays off. His speed, Kevin, that is a lot to deal with.
A ton, David, to deal with. No question. EA, thanks.
And few defenders to ever play in this league have the ability to slow Wembanyama inside.
Outside, Green. And Fox with a clear path to the basket. A 3 from Wembanyama. That doesn't go either for Wembanyama. Rockets leading by 7. It's Thompson. Oh, wow, what a great move inside.
That is incredible.
Rocketing off the deck. Thompson showing that youthful exuberance.
And the foul on Tari Eason. That is his first foul of the game.
Second team foul.
Third quarter of play with just over a minute and a half gone by. And it's Wembanyama with the jam.
Wembanyama is a specimen going at the rim there with a purpose.
Here's Şengün. Makes a fantastic move and nails the shot. Şengün's got 4 points now in the quarter. Stan, we talk about this every night. So much great young talent coming into the NBA. Is there one player, though, in particular, who right now stands out to you?
Well, I have to say, Kevin, Victor Wembanyama, I don't know that we have ever seen a guy of that size do the things that he does. Now, you can say, well, what about Nikola Jokic? Well, Nikola Jokic, first of all, is not Victor Wembanyama's size. And then Victor's handle and his length, the guy's incredible. He's going to be the face of the NBA for a long, long time. Excellent anticipation there to come away with the steal.
Good, and the assist goes to Şengün. Şengün's got assist number 5 here tonight. They blow the whistle just as he gets it off. That's 2 points with a chance for another one at the stripe.
And this kid is tough. Wembanyama just powering it in despite the contact.
Rockets leading by 10. Green taking his time here. And Stephon Castle is going to pick up the foul. That's his first foul.
First team foul.
And here is Şengün. 18 points for him. Lobbed up there for Green. An emphatic alley-oop jam.
Just hanging in the air that time. Green with some terrific bounce.
Here's Wembanyama.
2 minutes remaining in the third.
Tipped away.
2 minutes.
Stolen by Thompson. 4 on 3 as they bring it up. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist. Thompson's got the lead up to 14 now for the Rockets. Pass to Wembanyama. Victor Wembanyama.
Look, he's doing what he can to try to keep them afloat offensively, continuing to stay aggressive.
Green kicks to Thompson. Houston moving it around. Lets it go from deep. Victor Wembanyama grabs the rebound. Wembanyama's got 4 rebounds in this game. And Şengün throws it down.
Excellent on both ends of that play.
Yeah, the steal was sharp, but the slam topped it off.
And that is why you want to run off turnovers. Get down the floor before the defense is set.
And that is the exact type of opportunity this offense is looking to create.
Yeah, quality offense will serve you well in the long run. It can't settle for bad shots.
Pass to Johnson. He's looking for Wembanyama and finds him. 6 on the shot clock. And it's blocked by Şengün. Thompson with it. Sohan's there. Thompson with the bucket.
We see this night in and night out. Thompson uses his size and elevation to make tough shots in the paint.
And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Thompson. A new lineup here for Houston.
Substitution on the court.
We've got 28 seconds left in the third quarter. Here's Vassell. It's good from long range. Vassell's got 14 points. Rockets leading by 13. And as it goes out of bounds, Houston able to keep the ball.
And you love the pressure he's putting on them. Almost had that steal.
Yeah, deflections are a stat that a lot of teams track, disrupting the offense's rhythm and flow.
And it's Shepard missing. And the foul on Jason Tate. That's his first foul.
First personal foul. 4th team foul.
It's stolen by Adams. Oh, and a fast break for the Rockets. For the 3. Trains the three-pointer. And that's now 7 points for Reed Shepard.
And this is why coaches talk about playing with pace. The scoreboard tells it all.
Yeah, they have made the most of their transition chances.
And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
And definitely deserving of the prize tonight. How about the read he made here? Looking like a point guard with the pass right on the money.
Well, his height gives him the ability to see the floor, and he makes a quick decision and a great pass.
And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. On the floor for San Antonio starting the fourth quarter, we've got Paul, also Devin Vassell out there, and it's Barnes in at the 4. And we've got a timeout called from Ime Udoka. He's clearly intent on wanting to lock in and make sure everyone's on the same page.
Let's see those.
And the Spurs making a change here. Wembanyama's checked in. A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Well, during the break, I listened in on Ime Udoka's huddle. He told them it's all about maintaining the lead. He told them he knows it's easy to get comfortable when you're in this position, but that they need to keep the pressure on. Guys,
thank you, David.
First team foul.
Off the inbound, and Wembanyama throws it down.
Oh, that's a major league throwdown.
Keeps a tight grip on that rim, too, after the finish. From 15 feet away, Thompson misses. Spurs trail by 11. Wembanyama down low. Şengün's there. The shot by Wembanyama, no good. Rockets have gone over. Out of the Raptors, he punched it in!
Are you kidding me?
He's got rocket ship-like takeoff. Thompson can flat out fly.
And the bucket is good. 3-point play chance here for him. And sends Victor Wembanyama to the free throw line. It's going to be on Alperen Şengün. Houston leading by 10. And Şengün throws it down.
Yeah, I mean, maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that one.
And we know he's capable of those memorable ones. Wembanyama against Thompson. They double team Wembanyama. Lock at 6. And wrestling for it there, but no one has possession. We'll have a jump ball.
Jump ball.
Down to 5 on the shot clock. Oh, there's the strength training. Wembanyama.
And this kid has all the confidence in the world. Wembanyama stayed under control just in time to beat the clock.
Fades and shoots. The rebound by Victor Wembanyama. Spurs trail by 10. And the foul on Tari Eason. That's his 3rd foul of the game.
And the next one puts him in the bonus.
Off the inbound pass. And Wembanyama throws it down.
And you've got to love the energy right now. They got hot when they absolutely had to.
Well, you love their execution to get back in it. This game's very much in reach for that.
And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the Rockets.
Well, they've really been sharing the basketball. All coaches talk about that, try to get their teams to do it. It's really great when you see it in action.
And I'll tell you, the energy they've shown in the open floor, boy, it has been terrific. Doing a phenomenal job converting in those situations. And with his movement skills, Thompson routinely catches defenders out of position.
The first one falls. And we're seeing some big paydays for NBA head coaches these days, Stan. Do you miss it?
Do I miss the paychecks?
Yeah.
Payday was always really good in the NBA. No question about that.
What about now, though? What about now?
Well, it's gone through the roof. But look, the trade-off is the paydays are big, but there's not a great deal of job security.
How about the vision by Wembanyama there? Always looking to get teammates involved.
Victor Wembanyama. 2nd personal foul. 3rd team.
The free throw dropped for Şengün.
Spurs foul. Wembanyama. 2nd personal.
Şengün hits them both. And just about 3 minutes through the 4th quarter here. Thompson against Wembanyama.
In the game. 2 minutes.
Şengün with the rebound. Şengün's got 9 rebounds in the game. Getting it done. Nice shot by Thompson.
Tenacious on the attack. Thompson is fantastic at finding lanes to the basket.
And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Eason. 1:49 left to play in the final quarter. Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a 3-point play. And sends Victor Wembanyama to the free throw line. It's going to be on Alperen Şengün.
A generational talent. For Wembanyama, the sky is the limit and the reality.
And the ball's tied up, so we'll have a jump ball. And that kind of stifling effort on defense needs another look.
And boy, did he get up quick to reject that shot. That's as fundamental as defense gets.
Sohan finds Wembanyama. They double team Wembanyama. Green inside, covered by Venom.
Look at Green just taking off and throwing it down right in the face of the defense.
Sohan with the screen, Wembanyama. And that one is good. Wembanyama's got 41.
That's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
Yeah, it's certainly worth it to disrupt the offense. Coaches notice that extra effort.
Count that one. And the Rockets lead by 13.
Well, credit them for maintaining that aggression, even being up this much.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, just protect the ball, make smart decisions, don't give them a chance to get back in the game.
First one falls for
San Antonio. Wembanyama.
And he can't hit the second.
Every point matters in a game like this. We should remember that in this free throw when it's all said and done.
And so only one team answered the bell tonight, guys. Not a monster blowout by any means, but still a double-digit victory for the Rockets.
Not only did they shoot the ball better, but they had more assists.
Yeah, I thought the passing in terms of finding the open man gave them the higher percentage shots. The ball movement was key for the win.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and looking at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for Şengün.
Well, his triple-double stat line is evidence of his impact on this game. He was affecting play at all times.
Wembanyama, that's for two. Banked in off the glass. Wembanyama has got 46 points. Now the Rockets with it. Shot and game clock separated by 5. Here's Şengün, and he gets it to go from the corner.
And you know they feel good giving their fans a show here while taking care of business.
Yep, the crowd gets to go home feeling good about the win tonight. Their team looked impressive.
The free throw dropped for Şengün. 20 seconds left in the fourth quarter. The drive by Wembanyama. And Wembanyama throws it down. And here's Houston. It's a 16-point game. That's a blocking foul. And he'll shoot free throws.
Second personal foul.
And the first one at the line is good.
Second personal foul.
Şengün hits them both. Now Wembanyama. Here's Şengün. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist.
Another good play. This is how they built the lead, calling on the right guys at the right time.
Yeah, come on. They're just having their way out there and continuing to